Okay, so today we're diving into something I think we've all come across online, those fascinating and sometimes a little unsettling things called conspiracy theories.
Yeah, conspiracy theories.
We're going to take a look at what they are, like how we actually define them, and then why people believe them, and kind of how we can all navigate this world of secret plots and hidden truths.
Yeah, I mean, I think just to start off, conspiracy theories have been around forever.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and I think it's something that's very human, this need to find order in chaos,
Right.
especially like when things feel really out of control.
It's like that saying, never attribute to malice what can be explained by incompetence. It's like they flip it, right? They're like, no, no, there's this mastermind behind everything.
Exactly, and psychologically, that can be really appealing
Oh, yeah.
because our brains crave patterns, explanations,
Right.
and sometimes a simple, even if it's dramatic, explanation is just easier to accept than facing like the complexity of reality.
Right. So it's like, okay, it's a lot easier to think that someone, planned the moon landing to be fake than to think about all the actual science and technology that went into it.
Absolutely, yeah. It plays on this distrust of authority
Right.
and this idea that like these powerful forces are manipulating events for their own gain.
So when we talk about conspiracy theories, I mean, are we talking about like huge events like 9/11, or are we talking about, like secret societies, or are we talking about like what celebrities are doing?
Yeah, I mean, it really is a whole spectrum,
It's everything.
right? Like you have those big events, and then you have things that are maybe a little bit more niche,
Right.
but there are some that kind of gain a lot of traction.
Yeah.
Like the theory that the government knew about 9/11 in advance.
Right. Or like the aliens.
Yeah, like aliens, right? That
What?
the government's hiding evidence of aliens.
Right. So, I mean, how do you separate fact from fiction when you're like actually encountering these?
Yeah.
Especially because they can be presented so convincingly.
Right.
You have the evidence and the passionate believers, and it's like, where do you even begin to like break that down?
Yeah, I think, this is where critical thinking skills are super important. You have to ask questions like, what's the source of this information?
Right.
Is this, is this a peer-reviewed journal
Right.
or is this a random blog?
Exactly.
Are there verifiable facts
Right.
or is it all just speculation and conjecture?
Right. So opinions, basically, without the proof.
Exactly.
So don't just take things at face value, no matter how compelling they might sound in the moment.
Exactly. And one of the things that we worry about with these theories is that when people blindly accept them,
Yeah.
it can lead to a real distrust in these institutions.
Like what kind of institution?
Like, government, science, even healthcare.
Wow.
It can make it hard to know, like, what is reliable and to make informed decisions.
So, okay, let me just kind of summarize what we've talked about.
Yeah.
We've talked about what actually is a conspiracy theory, how to kind of define it.
Right.
Then we talked about, why they appeal to us humans, why we like them so much.
Yeah.
And then, like, how important critical thinking is in this whole space.
Right. It boils down to informed skepticism,
Right.
Like, you can be curious.
Oh, yeah.
You can explore these ideas, but always, always, always remember to ask questions, check your sources, and just think critically about the information that you're consuming.
And on that note, we'll leave you with this. Knowing that conspiracy theories, can sometimes they do have consequences, sometimes they can be harmful. How can you use those critical thinking skills that we talked about to like evaluate information? Not only just online, but like in your conversations with people. Some food for thought as you navigate this complex world.
Absolutely.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
See you next time.
See ya.